frigging Lindsay.
Quack.
Edward 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 frigging Lindsay.
Quack. Okay, all right. That's enough. Welcome, everybody, to the fourth official podcast of the Geeky Gamers channel. It's lovely to have you here, Steve. We missed you. We really did. With us tonight is me, Pimp Daddy Willie T.
Untold Revenge, a.k.a. Eagle Frog.
Colton83.
Singing Night.
And Sam, the man with no name, and currently very little voice.
And this evening we will be discussing, I don't know, the stuff we plan on having on the channel in the future. There haven't been an awful lot of updates lately for the people who give a shit, all like 8 of you.
It's just Steve.
It's Steve.
You're right. Alright, Steve just made 8 accounts.
All the Steve.
All 8 Steve. But, yeah, this entire podcast is basically going to be about us deciding and talking about and parsing out the things that we plan on doing for the future in the channel, while also just being sexist pigs.
If you have any suggestions, feel free to let us know.
Except for stop being sexist pigs.
That's
because
never
we're
gonna
just
happen.
looking for things based in reality.
Well, I
right
mean,
now.
you can suggest it, but then we're going to come back as being sexist pigs, but to you.
We
twat.
wouldn't be...
Cunt.
It's Steve, though.
Boobs.
See, there you go.
I'm not going to say
What
whore.
now?
I'm not going to be sexist to Steve.
But Steve could be a woman, you sexist.
You don't know that.
You have a problem with
Sexist.
trans ops? Or
Seriously.
post-ops?
Or just women named Steve.
Racist.
Racist what? Racist? Steve could be black.
Hey,
Steve could be
Stevie.
white.
I am a classist.
What, you didn't know that's the most common name for women in Uganda? Yeah, it's
Ugandan
strange.
women have to be black?
And
No, they
named
have to be
Steve.
Oh,
named
they have to be
Steve.
named Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Black
Pay
isn't
no
their
attention
name.
to this.
What about Asians? Can Asians be Steve
This
in
is
Uganda?
why every other country thinks Americans just don't keep up on cultural events.
Because we don't.
Thank
Well,
God
yeah, that
Travis
too.
keeps up. Colton.
I keep up on the weird ones.
Hit him with the stick.
No God, not the stick.
I wasn't allowed
He
to
got
has
have
the
it.
stick. The +1 stick of
Hit
beating.
yourself
What did we
with the
say? We
stick.
said don't touch this stick.
Oh, I'll play with a stick.
Hit yourself with the stick.
Alright, fine.
All right, Steve, don't ask.
It's not important anyway.
It's a big black stick, alright? That's all you
And
need
he's
to know.
rubbing it on his face. It's
Yeah.
just what happens.
Anyway,
Oh, there's the tongue.
what are we talking about?
What we were
The
going to
channel.
Oh, right, the channel. Yes, that.
We have recently upgraded
that's
a
not
lot
bad.
of our equipment. We now have a better microphone. We have better cameras, and we are going to start doing a lot more content.
We're spending money on you, Steve.
You better
Seriously.
appreciate it.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
what I was going to
Don't
say.
be
You stole that
threatening.
from me. Don't
We
be
want you
threatening.
to appreciate it.
So you'd better.
Put out.
Damn it.
You don't have to until the third video, though.
For the second video, if we spend a lot of money.
Right.
Well, we did spend a fair bit of change, really. Seriously.
Oh, I don't know. Not on the podcast stuff. We spent a fair amount of change on other bullshit.
What do we spend more money on? The equipment for the podcast or the booze we drink prior to the podcast?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
it's about equal, to be honest. Yeah, just about. This is really just all about the future of the channel so far, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
good sweet lord. We could keep on topic like a bunch of ignorant drunks on a fishing trawler, right?
Oh, you know what helped the future of the channel? A booze fund.
A booze
A
fund.
booze fund.
Like a tea kitty,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
American.
Yeah. And if any YouTube subscribers want to contribute to the booze fund, we're willing to accept donations.
Yeah, Steve, give us your money.
Strangely enough, like $1.50 can buy you a case of wine.
If you have the vouchers that we do.
So,
yeah.
okay, Steve. I'll just go ahead and give this free advertisement. Go to nakedwines.com. They just give you shit. I got a case of cheap wine for $1.06, and I got it sent to my house. You know what? I'm going to go get some and drink it while we're talking.
We also
I'll send Ego Frog to get some.
We also, during
My
that
fat ass doesn't want to
purchase,
get off the couch.
got $40 worth of free wine if we make another purchase, and money for
There's one in the
tea
freezer.
that
You
we
should
can
actually pull
also
that
get.
out now.
Yeah, there's actually 3 of them in the freezer. Why don't you just bring them here and we'll all get smashed on them?
All right.
Red wine's probably good for your throat, Sam the man with no voice.
Maybe, but if it tastes like crap, then no.
Oh, it tastes like crap.
He's
it's
already
wine.
got boost.
Exactly.
Hang on, I'm gonna take a swig. Don't grab my boobs.
Here, you know what? Let Jesse take a swig of mine.
Yeah.
I'll share
I
yours.
don't want it.
Oh, there's that horrible aftertaste.
Yeah. Oh God, it's like vomit.
It tastes
It
a little
will
bit more
be.
like a dry red wine.
So
will
much
be.
for that free advertisement.
All right, look.
Actually,
I had a $50 voucher, and I made absolutely certain I got $51.06 in wine
Okay,
because I
seriously?
didn't want to get them my money.
if part of the Sauvignon
You give
training,
them $1.06.
I don't really count that. I
Part-
could dig that as change
part
out
of
of my
the
couch.
training is in good
Is it
wine.
next to the cucumbers?
Shush.
Oh, you hush.
In good wine, two of the things you are supposed to be able to taste is rat piss and pencil shavings. No joke. That is something they actually
Hang on,
teach you.
Wait.
Do they actually like drink
Give me-
actual
wait,
rat
wait,
piss
I
to be
wanted
able
to know how they
recognize?
know
Yeah.
how to compare it, but yeah.
It's vintage. New York Sewer, 87.
Actually,
excellent year.
2012.
Yeah, I was gonna
Year
say,
of the apocalypse.
It is New York Sewer 2012. Much worse than 87.
Oh, man.
That was good old 80s poo. Okay, that was mostly Milwaukee beer and carrots.
What?
And nachos eaten while watching Howard the Duck.
Na, 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 na. Oh Lord. Anyway,
So aside from a booze fund, we have Let's Plays.
We're going to have a lot of them.
yeah. See, I just recently got a HopePod capture card, HD PVR 2 gaming edition, and I'm very
Nobody
pleased
cares
to
about the
announce.
serial number, sweetheart.
What? It's not the
Okay, model number.
hush.
You know, there are some tech nerds out there like, ew, that's like a crappy mid-range card.
I know.
Phil, if you... Pardon me. Ecomanical frog, if you keep thumping that on the ground, I'm gonna smack you.
Alright, I'll
I was
put
gonna
it
say
back
the
in my
microphone's
pants.
probably picking that up.
Yeah,
Probably not.
seriously.
Don't
Oh,
spill your
Spilly.
drink.
Spilly? No.
You're gonna spill it on the soda machine, not sewing.
Soda
You
machine.
have a
Sewing
soda
machine.
machine? Why did I go buy these?
This
Next
wine
to
goes
the
straight
couch.
to my head.
Oh God, William, no, you've got to stop.
Stucky has loxed again.
Yeah, you know,
You've just gotten an idea. I'm gonna walk in next time and there's gonna be a vending machine.
no. It's going to be the classiest futon of all time. It folds out into a vending machine.
Did you say
Oh
glassiest?
God, I want that.
That's the classiest thing I've ever
Oh, I
thought
thought you
of.
said glassiest.
No, classy.
It is classy.
And glasses.
It is. It is. I mean, that would fund a whole range of hotels right there. The cheap vending machine futon motel. Okay, you rent it by the hour, and the only way that you get food or drink is from the vending machines on the other side of your bed couch.
Oh, I was
Great
talking about
idea.
futon, like folding it out into a vending machine.
You know, I bet I could sell a bunch of futon vending machines to seedy motels,
Oh yeah.
or
All you have
just
to do is
start
open
my
up the
own.
couch and there's just a machine sitting there.
There's enough
Oh,
seedy
man.
motels around here to get started.
If you want to donate to our new idea,
Look for us on Kickstarter. Oh shit.
We'll be the ones with the bed that gives you soda.
And snacks.
and corn chips. I like corn chips.
Snacks too, obviously. And sandwiches, if you can find some that won't spoil.
Well, see, I was gonna say then it would have to be refrigerated.
no, you could do like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh no, but it could. It could be a refrigerated vending machine that vents the heat upward into a heated futon.
I was gonna
So-
say,
Holy shit!
considering it's
That was
gonna
$1 million idea.
considering
Yeah,
it's gonna have
how long
soda in it
an
anyway.
engineering degree.
Yeah, it's gonna have soda in it anyway, so it should be refrigerated anyway.
Man,
So,
No,
That's it?
no,
I need an
cold
engineering
cups
degree.
Extra.
so here's a question. How do our Let's Plays differ from other people's Let's Plays?
we're cooler than everyone else
Ours
everywhere.
are going to be ridiculous and possibly even drunken, depending on how frisky we feel.
You know, see, the
Those
thing
will
of it
probably
is,
be mine.
the unique thing
mine
about
too.
our Let's Plays, and that's a good point that you brought up there, is that each and every one of us will be doing an individual one, and each and every one of us will have a different style of Let's Play.
Well,
so, if you subscribe to our channel, you will have a whole range of complete losers to choose to listen to.
While they play games you've probably already played.
I suck the most at video games.
So definitely watch hers first.
Yes.
Yes. They will be entitled Senya Knight Sucks at Blank.
Yes.
It's not as suggestive as it sounds.
No.
Yet.
Well, let's
Give it time.
called
Give us
Cock.
time.
Look
Yeah.
for us on YouPorn.
Or just
Same
not.
titles for the videos.
I'm actually wanting to start a Let's Play here soon. The Vampire the Masquerade Redemption.
Redemption, yeah.
Now, see, I remember. Okay, did you tell me that was multiplayer or not?
They have a, well, no, they do have online multiplayer for it. Where
But don't
can
you have to make your own stories?
Well, they have a few pre-made ones, or you can make your own either
Okay,
way.
if they have a pre-made one, you and I should do one together after you've done your Let's Play.
If you guys are fans of the word bullshit, just wait till our Battlefield 4 next play starts coming out.
Holy crap.
Actually,
Oh my god.
Actually, you might be surprised, but I was just playing Battlefield earlier, and there was all of one person who did a bullshit move.
Wow.
Like
You know, I was going to say...
and he was here watching me, and he was the one that got the shit pulled on him. And like that was the one time.
most of the time nowadays, I get to about bullsh before I go, oh, that was actually legit. It's so different from 3.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's probably going to take a while because of the HCDP fucking bullshit with the PlayStation 4. Sony, get your ass in gear on that because we want to record your awesome games and then show them off to the world.
Now we just
We,
have
Free
Now,
advertisement.
if you guys want to
Sony.
listen to me scream bullshit, pretty soon here in the next 2 months, I'm going to be doing Dark Souls 2. And oh my god, will there be some head-banging bullshit screaming just rage.
You might also see a montage of me sucking on it coming up.
Available.
Sucking at it.
Look for us on YouPorn! Anyway,
Montage of her
drink a
sucking
little
on
quicker, Jesse.
Senya.
Stuff.
people.
That person's name who we're not saying.
Seriously.
Words meaning things.
We just need to start
Everyone knows who
bleeping
we are
everybody.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, the fact that we also have videos of us sitting around our table with our faces and all
I said that last time.
Yeah, and me with my name on my shirt.
We could
so
keep
it's,
our anonymity if we didn't just show everyone who we were and say our names constantly otherwise.
I was
There
going to
would
say
be way too much
that's going to be
bleeping
the issue
went
if we
through
do
all
Let's
of the
Plays of
videos.
multiplayer games. Is we're not going to call each other by our, other names. We're just going to say our names.
Yeah, that's what Phil and I were doing here when we were playing Mass Effect 3 the other day.
Actually,
like that.
Pimp Daddy Willie T and I were going to possibly, possibly,
How much wine have you had?
not that much.
This much.
Yeah, that's
She
too much.
just
for her.
sucks at talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Among other things. We've been discussing this. Look for us at...
We're going to be doing a Diablo 3 Let's Play and possibly even involving our characters or playing as our characters.
Grog Smash!
Anyone have ideas for things to do on the channel other than Let's Plays?
Well, I want to make a new channel trailer. I very much do. I would like to do a couple of trailers, actually, to be perfectly honest. The first one, the easiest one, is I just want to do one of us dancing stupidly to music. Each and every one of us individually, back and forth, dancing stupidly to music. Ducka, 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 stupidly. For about a minute.
Requires a large amount of alcohol or a small amount of heavy narcotics.
Well, I do have this case of wine.
It's
But-
going to be gone by the end of the podcast, more than likely.
The other one, if we could actually get the time and everyone together, involves some actual and honest-to-God filming, and would actually be fun. Brad brought up this idea before he went
You
all
mean
nerds.
Tyrexy?
Yes, and is basically just it starts out with me giving out the call or sending out the text, whatever, depending on how we feel like filming it.
You mean me?
Or role-playing night. No. All right, fine, you. And then filming each of us in our, right before we set off for the role-playing game routines. More stylized. Like Ego Froggy here, admiring himself in the mirror and changing his clothes repeatedly.
Okay, me rolling my
I
cigarettes
was
and
about
turning
to
off
say,
my
yeah.
computer.
Maybe waving around a Lord of the Rings sword.
Is that what we call his penis now?
I don't have those anymore. I sold most of those off, actually.
I've got
Really?
Frostmore and I can lend it to you.
You have Frostmore.
Pimp Daddy Willie T getting off at the toilet,
When he get back on the toilet?
making
Maybe
us
just
all
opening
wait.
and closing the bathroom door.
It was a good book, though.
Actually, I was going to say, at the point where it gets to me,
Just put
I
4
really do
hours
think
later.
that it should just, all the music should just cut out, and it should just show a door. And then after about 10 seconds of silence, you hear, flush. And then I walk out with a bunch of books in my hand.
No, it should cut back to the door between everyone
Yeah.
else's.
And the music should cut.
Oh, that's even better. I like that.
Then at the end, everybody should be waiting for you to come out of
Everyone's just sitting around the table looking at their watches, getting frustrated.
playing on their phones.
I like it. So at some point, we should do that.
Agreed.
So, other than a new channel, new channel trailer and some Let's Plays, are you going to do a Let's Play?
And more podcasts.
I'm going to be involved in the multiplayer ones, obviously.
All right,
I haven't really
so
thought about a single player one yet.
You're going to do more Mass Effect 3 with
I'm
me?
sure I can do Mass Effect 3 single player, but I'm about to start. I've got all 3 for PlayStation 3, and thinking about replaying through the entire trilogy. I could definitely have some fun with that.
I was going to say that would actually be good. You could be Shepard's thoughts in between cutscenes.
Or in the elevator
Yeah.
during one. It was pretty much just, oh my god, we have all the technology on Earth and the galaxy everywhere. We have all these Mass Effect fields. Why am I on an elevator? Why is it so slow? Someone kill me.
And why do they still have the elevator music?
Right?
Do, 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 do.
It should be Hanar
Do,
music.
do.
Hanar music would be neat, or would be nice for an elevator. It's all watery, and
Or Blasto clips?
Blasto clips would be better. You're right.
The heck is Blasto?
Blasto's a movie star, dear.
It's Lethal Weapon with a Hanar.
As a Spectre.
Yeah. And his Elcor partner, who's too old for this shit.
This one is tired of your solid waste excrement. Oh, yes. No, that's... Yeah. You really missed out playing the Mass Effect trilogy. You did. It was...
I'm sorry, the first game made me not want to play the first game.
Have you tried playing 2?
No.
I was going to say that it becomes a lot more shootery once you get to 2 and 3. Like, it's a lot more third-person shooter.
And 2 in particular is
It just
is
drug
a
on for
very
me because it's like
gripping
you do the
story.
same thing over and over.
Yeah,
and
2
over
fixed
again.
that
Yeah.
so much. No more Mako. Cut the Mako.
Now
The
it's
only
planet
grinding
scanning.
I was going to say the only grinding you have to do is planet scanning, and I personally found the planet scanning was kind of a nice soothing way to blow an hour or so before bed.
Yeah, and if you have the DLC, there's the hover tank,
The hover
which is
tank's
actually
nice.
fun to fly
Well, to
around
be
in.
fair, I got very sick of the hover tank very fast.
There's only like 3 missions with the
Yep,
hover tank.
and it took me about 1 to get very sick of the hover tank.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because I got so sick of the Mako the 87 times I played 1 that it just recalled back to that so hard I physically threw up.
You are the guy who went around for like 3 hours straight trying to flip the thing. I don't even
I
want to
did
hear
flip
it from
it
you.
once, but it's
Yeah,
so hard
but
to
it
keep
bounced right
flipped.
back over.
If you move it at all, it just goes, right back on the wheels again. But no, I'm the one who played Mass Effect 1 and 2 so many times my save file corrupted and I couldn't beat the game.
Repeatedly.
No, just completely.
No, but I did it again when you played it again because you save all the time.
No, my second save file was fine. It was fine. It's just that BioWare told me I could never use that save file again because it corrupted. Apparently they actually have this problem with long-time players of the game who continually recycle their saves. It made me feel kind of bad.
Now you're one of the few that actually made it that far. It's kind of a commendation.
Yeah, I guess so. It says something about how much of a fucking nerd I am.
Geek.
Only true nerds get the no kill achievement on Deus Ex.
Okay, alright. Suck it. Okay? I put effort into that, alright? Mr. Breeze through it bullshit. No, I spent so much time and effort trying not to kill people. It's not even fair. You shut up.
I played on the hardest difficulty. I
No,
didn't
no,
breeze
no.
through it.
No. That's
He
what I
actually-
hear coming out of you.
He actually called up Microsoft and said they have to give him the achievement.
Oh my
and
god.
they said no.
Yeah, they basically explained to me that I could go fuck myself. I mean, I don't blame them, but seriously, fuck you.
You should have called Square. It was their game.
Yeah, but they can't just give me achievements.
That they might have been able to talk to Microsoft about it.
Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about it. I did call EA about my corrupted save file.
Well,
You know, to be perfectly fair, the lady on the phone sounded very upset for me, too. I think she was a fan.
Who isn't? Except for Travis.
Travis.
there's a lot of people that aren't.
Well, to be fair, it was rage-inducing the first time you beat 3.
Yeah?
By the way, this is how it ends bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
But why? Fuck you, that's why. This is bad. I don't like this anymore.
Because we say
Although,
so.
props to BioWare for going, you know what? We fucked up. We'll take care of it.
It's true.
Yeah. Then again, there was probably a lot of people planning to kill all of them.
Well, they did get a lot of death
Yeah.
threats. Probably
you-
why they made all the multiplayer DLC
When you
free.
ended
Yeah.
a game that bad that literally the entire fan base is going to come
It was
and kill you,
basically, hi, I'm a computer. Pick the good, bad, or middling ending.
the end.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's how it ended.
Yeah,
What
you didn't
happened?
know that, I see.
No.
Yeah, no, that's how the game ended.
Oh my god, it was epic right up to that point. It was finally at the epic, amazing conclusion, and we were going to find out why everything was happening. And he goes, I'm the computer that controls the Reapers, this is what you could do, pick one. Is that
But-
why?
but
You did
why?
3
Huh?
games, like 150 hours of gameplay, roughly.
Depending on who you are.
And it just comes down to, yeah, pick one. That's your ending.
And it never explained why or what happened afterwards or anything.
Worst part is, if you went through that cutscene 3 times like I did to see if the endings changed, they fucking didn't.
And you know what? I'm the not fan who didn't waste 140 hours to get pissed off.
But it's a
Each
really
game.
good story, though.
No, I didn't do that.
I did.
I know you did, but I didn't.
I took vacation when Mass Effect
So
3
did I.
came
Yeah,
out.
you did.
Oh,
Well,
In fact, I set it up so that I wouldn't have to move from the couch except to pee and poop.
he actually had me running his errands for him. Can you make me a sandwich?
I can't
Really?
stop playing the game, but I don't want to die. Please bring me food and drink.
Then again, you and I'm not going to say a name because we're not supposed to use names. Spent 18 hours straight beating Portal 2. Non-stop.
In
That
fairness,
was some of the
hours
most fun I've
straight.
ever had in my life. Portal 2 was amazing.
And
fairness-
vomit-inducing.
when Saints Row 2 first came out, I had a friend who went through the entirety of the game over the course of a 3-day weekend, and then his mom came in and said, it's time to go to school. He looked up, because he hadn't eaten or gone to the bathroom in that whole time, and said, no. And then he went to the bathroom and ate and passed out for 2 days.
Wow.
you know, I've had one blank out moment, one real serious
You
blank
know,
out
that
moment
would
in
be
the
a
game.
good thing to use the chocolate-covered espresso beans for.
Yeah.
Alright,
A pound of
interrupty.
them.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, my one blank out moment was when I got Xenogears for Christmas.
Huh.
I mean, I told my parents for weeks and weeks I wanted this one game, and I really wanted it. I knew it was going to be a great game. And so I got it for Christmas, and it was the last freaking present I opened. And I proceeded to go downstairs, pop into my PlayStation, and I just sat there and started playing it. I worked at Pizza Hut with my brother at the time. We were off on Christmas Day. We were off the next day. We were able to work that next evening. I sat down, and I started playing Xenogears, and I swear to God, it seemed like 5 minutes later, which was reality, which is about 32 hours. 5 minutes later, my brother was going, Phil, we have to go to work soon.
The only thing I remember about Xenogears is the game you tried to run for it. And
Oh.
my gnome with a mech and for some reason a barrel of pickled fish.
Yeah.
You
I
liked
remember that
Which
game.
was more useful than the mech, if I remember correctly.
I remember that game for the instance in which Donnie's character convinced my character, the son of one of the kings that was about to go to war, that it was selfish of me to try and leave the group to go convince my father he shouldn't go to war with another nation. He actually rolled a natural 20 to convince me I was being a selfish bastard to prevent war. Because he was so stupid. His character was actually so stupid. He didn't realize what he was doing. He made me tear up and everything. You're right. That is selfish of me. I should stay here with you guys.
Well, and then DJ rolled to drink a girder.
You're thinking of Shadowrun.
That's Shadowrun.
Still.
Way different
Totally
game.
different game.
It was still an insane roll.
insane rolls can be summed up in one sentence.
Phil?
I pole vault with my sword.
Actually, that wasn't even a game that involved rolls.
That was every game.
After that one, yeah.
It did.
You guys never let me let it down. Ever.
It was
You never let us
bullshit,
let you live
and
it down.
you know it.
Not
No.
to mention when you pulled your groin, pole vaulting onto the
What?
Kraken's
Any
eye.
game you're in where you have a sword, you're going to
What,
pole vault.
what
It
was
happens.
bullshit more than anything about that game, and I'll stick to this till the day I die, is that a game based on exclusively PCs versus other PCs killing and plotting and planning to kill each other, when an NPC pulls you in another dimension and kills you and there's nothing you can do about it.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I thought Sam was trying to kill you.
No,
not
that was
you.
that was
Other Sam.
Donnie's NPC in the game killed me.
Oh, I never realized. Because Sam was over there. I just assumed the whole time it was him.
No, Sam never killed me. It wasn't a Throne War.
You ever seen Cape
Sam just died in the Throne Wars every
I
time.
know. I remember when he summoned the Logris to mind standing on the primal pattern.
And then exploded.
Yeah, like a retard. Darwin Award.
And then when he dropped the barriers on his shadow, it exploded. I think he exploded in every Throne War he played in.
He does a lot of dumb shit.
Frankly, when he summoned the Logris to mind when he was standing on the primal pattern, he really should have exploded in every possible dimension everywhere.
No, see, the thing about that is that he didn't actually explode. He just sort of disappeared and became nothingness. Because if the pattern let him explode, it would have then ceased to be.
He should
It
have
would have
just
been
never
covered in
existed
sand and been
ever.
erased.
Steve, if you're not in the know, Roger's Last, the Chronicles of Amber series,
yeah.
excellent books. Pick them up, read them, let us know what you think.
And then get people together and illegally download a book that's not in print and play a fucking Throne War.
What? Okay, see, here's the thing. It's the Great Book of Amber by
Yes.
Roger Zelazny. That's what you need to look for, because the individual books aren't in print anymore.
Yes.
They're very hard to find, actually.
We found two of them.
Anyway, back to the original subject of stuff we're going to do for the channel.
I have ideas for things to do. I
Well,
don't know
why
what I'm
don't
actually
you
going to do
talk
yet.
about them?
Book reviews, I think I could do and have fun with.
It's got a battery in it.
I forgot.
Yeah,
All
got
of them
batteries
do
in it.
now.
I had them set up to go airsofting, and then, people didn't show up.
I'm sick. Sue me.
I'm not going to sue you.
I had
My
I'm
wife
upset
will,
with
though.
Brad about that, but let's just talk about that later.
Or
in case,
never.
In case he's listening. Anywho, don't pull the drink. What did I just say? They have batteries.
I was pointing at.
The M249 doesn't have a safety.
I know. I was pointing at the. I was rubbing it
It's pointed at light bulbs.
Not even has pointed at the wall.
I love that M249 because it has no single fire setting and no safety.
By the way,
my
these are airsoft guns.
Okay, yeah, I should mention that.
We did say, you did say I had them ready to go airsofting earlier, so.
Yeah, but they still could have been real guns.
That's true.
I had them ready to go
Could
kill
just be
everyone in the
a
airsoft field.
psychopath. Yeah.
But no, that thing's great. And Phil proved that the M249 has no single fire or safety the last time we went out. When he went through like 2,500 round drums of BBs in one game.
I have an idea for one of those videos you wanted to do while airsofting.
Sure, hit me.
Yeah. We'll videotape an actual session where you just lose and like edit it down, and then we can go back and do it again. With you tired of losing, so you've replaced your airsoft weapons with real weapons.
That sounds awesome. No, see, but my Dan Wesson revolver looks real. So we can just use that one. I'll just pull it out of my bag, and it'll just be like, that's it, I've had it. And then I can just go around. We can get some of the airsofters there. I'm sure they'll love to play it.
I'm sure we could hook like a 12-year-old up with a squib.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know.
Actually,
This is what you get for not calling your hits.
Oh, don't even start that. I legitimately still want to find that 12-year-old kid and brain him with the club of that revolver.
Oh, you know
until he-
what? He's still not as bad as those stupid cocksuckers, the mill simmers, who were shooting Jessica and me in the face without calling their hits.
Yeah.
The one who shot Jesse from like 4 feet out of spite.
well, no. I had my arms up and everything. I was walking off the field. They lit my ass up on purpose, just to be dicks. Also, that stupid kid with the knife, who is safety killing from 20 feet.
all right. You keep getting mad about that. I have this distinctive feeling his gun broke. And so they just gave him some leeway. Chances are pretty good that's exactly what happened, because most of the time you don't see anybody running around the field doing that.
Yeah.
And that kid was running his ass off.
Well, to get safety
everywhere.
kills like that, you had to.
Yeah, so I'll give him a little bit of props. As bullshit as it was, I think they were letting him do it because he had a bad day.
He wasn't as good as Little Badass, though.
Little badass. Oh, the
I
little
remember
gets
him.
right.
Yes.
The one I had to physically grab and pull back before he ran out and got himself killed. Yeah. I mean, he was a good little kid, actually, and he did every damn thing I asked him to.
He listened.
He just kind of
quite
looked to
well.
me for leadership, and I was like,
Oh,
well, I'll be the
God.
great fat leader,
Got
why
this
not?
horrible image of you and a 12-year-old in Vietnam, you with a scar in your mouth, giving him advice. No, kid!
It's not your time,
It
man.
was-
All right,
not
look,
like
if
that.
you want to properly skin a human and wear it as a robe, you gotta start at the neck and make a Y incision down to the groin. Then afterwards, you cut off the junk.
Thanks, Hannibal.
Look, I'm just saying, okay? If you want to wear somebody as a robe, and it was Buffalo Bill, not Hannibal.
By the way, William, I am counting on you to help me with practice with my improv classes and shit.
I have absolutely no problem with that. Quite honestly, I was hoping that you would come with us this morning for Airsoft because I wanted to do a skit. I really did. I wanted to do a skit out at the Airsoft field. I thought you'd have a lot of fun with it because I know you, Sam the man with no voice, want to do some skits.
Yeah.
I know you have some
That would
ideas
be
for those.
awesome.
Maybe you could hit us with them because Travis is also interested in
I
that.
actually don't have any ideas. That's kind of the problem. I'm
None
still
at all?
working on ideas, yeah.
He
Okay.
just wants to.
Well, then I'll tell you what. Why don't we help you with some ideas?
Well,
And then you can help
yeah.
us direct the damn things because
Well-
we have very little direct motivation, and you have a lot of direct motivation when it comes to that kind of stuff. You want to get it done, and we have ideas for them.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, there was actually a brief stint where I was trying to make movies, and we actually got a camera, and we actually filmed some scenes. So I actually have a little bit of experience even doing this. I just don't...
You know, to be fair, the Delta Green idea really fizzled out. I don't think there was enough love for it. The idea for the Rogue Trader show, though,
Oh my god.
That has
so
a-
much better.
See, and that's the problem, is that it has a lot of love, but we have nowhere near as much as we need to get it done.
No, I feel as if we could actually complete like a pilot script,
Bro, yeah,
a
obviously.
1 maybe 2 hour episode,
Mhm.
and kickstart it, it would make $1 billion.
Yes.
A
Because
billion?
when you go on Kickstarter and you go, we have a show where we're going to combine Firefly and Warhammer. The Firefly nerds and the Warhammer nerds will combine into an unstoppable juggernaut of money for us. Okay? And we will go, nerds, you are the best nerds that have ever nerded the nerd. Here's your show.
One thing though, I can't picture anyone that's a fan of Warhammer not liking Firefly.
What?
Well, there are some people.
What?
The grim dark future of grim darkness is anything like Firefly?
In fairness, Firefly is kind of grimdark, it just doesn't focus on
Well,
it.
you have to
It's
be
not
an
quite as
enormous
grim
geek
dark
to
as
be
the
in.
grim dark
Oh, I
darkness
know
of
it. I know
grim
it's
dark
not.
Warhammer.
I know it's not as dark as that, but it is fairly dark. It just doesn't focus on it.
Yeah, but when it does focus on it, it does get kind of grim dark. You're right.
Yeah.
Space zombies
Space rapists.
in space.
Also, cannibals.
Yes,
2
space
by
rapist
2,
cannibals.
Hands of blue.
Oh, right, and also the Blue Suns organization. That was what the company was called. I don't know if you knew that.
See,
Yeah.
so far as coming up with ideas for skits and shit, I was talking to Jessica Senya before the podcast started.
Sinessica.
Yeah. Whenever I signed up for my classes, I downloaded
Sounds like a disease.
a book for the improv or whatever, telling you how to and giving you exercises and stuff like that you could
Really?
do and describing how to do it. I figured it'd
Billy
be kind of
strikes
cool if we
again.
could get together and use that and kind of jump into it and see what works and what doesn't and shit that we have fun with and think is good. We could run with that and turn it into an actual skit or whatever for the podcast.
See, you know, you say
it's
that,
just an idea
but
starter.
what I hear from you is a whole new section on the channel for us practicing skits.
No,
And then
no.
a section afterwards where we actually accomplish a skit.
I'm not saying do the practicing on the channel.
Oh,
I
why
was going
not?
to say, even if we do...
Videotape it if you want to watch it later
I
and
was gonna
see if
say-
it's funny or not.
No, I was going to say, yeah, even if we do, we should save those as bloopers until we get a few skits
Oh,
up,
okay.
and
Yeah.
then put them all
Yeah,
up
I'm
at
That
once.
is
just
a
saying-
much better idea.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was saying to do that for ideas
Seriously,
to do
dude?
skits
Yeah,
for.
yeah, stop. Seriously.
What are you knocking over now?
He's throwing shotgun shells.
That's all.
Airsoft
Airsoft.
shotgun shells.
I'm legally allowed to have shotgun shells, even if they weren't airsoft.
I know, but we're just making.
And the more we talk about the guns on my wall, the more I sound like a psychopath.
Well, the porn room kind of cinched that.
All
Yeah.
right,
This
look.
one.
Well, at least he doesn't have that yet.
Yet.
I say yes.
I said yet.
Yeah, I know.
See,
All it
you're still on the
requires
trail.
is
They don't
time
think you
and
have
money.
the room. You're
So,
okay.
find us on Kickstarter. All my backers will get to visit the
William,
room.
we could always talk
I-
about your porn
Now,
idea.
see, I would bet money that you would actually get people that tried to give you money for that.
If I put up a script for the buttermilk conspiracy,
No,
I
I
bet
knew
I'd
we were
break
gonna
goal
get to
too.
it.
I mean, yes, that's not what I meant, though. I actually meant the porn room.
William.
I bet there are a few people that would give you money for that.
God.
Obviously, people who don't
Oh my god,
have
oh my
enough
god, oh my
good
god.
ideas
Did I
to
tell you
do
guys about the
stuff.
webcomic artist I read about on Reason.com?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I?
No.
No?
No,
Is it
he
okay?
hasn't heard it.
There's this webcomic artist, apparently. I don't remember the webcomic he does, but
He
It's not.
exists.
Yeah.
It's not important because we shouldn't mention names or specifics anyway.
Yeah,
You're right.
no reason to damn him when somebody already has.
that's what all his
Even-
backers did.
Even though he deserves it, yeah.
He started up a Kickstarter, please put the gun back down.
Oh, I'm just examining Vera.
He started up a Kickstarter to publish a book of his webcomics. And his Kickstarter goal was $50,000, and he made $50,000 easily. He's got a lot of fans. Well, most of his fans wanted him to publish it and mail it out because everyone who backed him got a free book, right?
He promised that to them, mind you.
By Christmas. And he managed to get about 8 or 9 of them mailed before he just lost his temper with the postal system and stopped. Then when people started emailing him about where their books were and then asking for refunds because they didn't get there in time, he went on a freaking rampage. He explained to every one of his backers that A, they weren't going to be getting a refund, and B, every single time that they bugged him from now on about getting a refund or a book, he was going to burn one of the books. And then went on a rampage about how capitalism are evil and socialism are good, and how he should be allowed to just live off of other people's money and have all of his needs and rent paid for and his food paid for.
And not
because
do anything
he-
for it because
he just deserves
he
it.
is.
And I just remember reading it going, wow, you're a complete douchebag. I can see how somebody who writes a stick figure comic book on the web would definitely deserve to have everyone everywhere just pay for his living forever. Right? I mean,
And love
seriously.
and adore him
you know,
just because.
I draw smiley faces in Stickman, and they actually look better than what he draws. And I should just have everyone pay for me forever. Seriously, you guys too. Travis, you actually have some artistic capability. Don't you feel like everyone deserves to pay for you?
Well, yeah, but that's just because I'm an entitled
Carlton.
dick.
Oh, okay. Call Travis. Call Travis 83.
That sounds like
83.
a really needy dating account.
You gotta pull the charging handle back.
I have it back, see?
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
It's down. It's just
Yeah.
not all the way down. I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I know how to handle Vera.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Vera and I have a special relationship. I shoot people with Vera, and Vera
It's
likes
big
it.
and black and hard. It's one
Yeah.
of his favorite things.
Exactly.
It's my favorite thing.
It's his little Phil. We know this. Phil's the blackest white guy I know.
You.
Anywho, so throw out some ideas.
Yeah, I have been.
Oh, he
I meant
meant for
the-
skits.
Yeah, the
Oh,
stuff
for
that you.
skits?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
You-
why I was saying.
you
we
literally
should do
just
that.
said you have lots of
There's
ideas.
a lot of
No.
improv exercises.
The idea
that
was
we
the
can do.
improvise.
Oh, but you don't actually have any
exercises
ideas
to
for skits
produce
specifically.
ideas.
Oh, okay. I actually misunderstood.
Something with you as a German in those suspenders and camo pants with the beating stick, that has to happen.
Scheiße!
And we're still going to have you ranting about things, right?
I suppose so. Yes, I
You haven't
really
ranted
should.
about anything yet.
No, I mean, as in its own,
Lately, I have been in a pretty good mood.
I meant in its own specific. Like,
So basically,
part
we
of
need
the
to sit
channel.
William
Yeah.
down with the microphone and the camera on him, and then someone stand off screen
was
and
gonna
say,
say,
"Hey, what do you think about?" and then mention politics.
I started some
Or-
meds,
or
and I got a
traffic
clean bill
laws.
of health from my doctor, and I'm feeling pretty good.
All you have to say is Elysium is the best movie ever.
Because of.
Don't even.
You know what
don't
grinds
even.
my gears?
You
Yeah.
don't, you don't have to say
It'll just-
because of anything. They'll supply the reasons.
The suit's made of shocks! Oh, we'll talk about this later, Steve. Oi. I've got a foam at the mouth. Don't even get me started on Elysium.
Oh, please do.
No.
No, it's
No,
No,
podcast.
separate column.
Yeah. Not on the
That's
podcast.
the opinions column.
Because it'll just be William
These
screaming
aren't
for an
opinions
hour.
we have now.
This is the front page.
No,
and you
yeah.
hush.
This is the front page. This is everyone talking.
Yes,
The rants are just going to be him.
exactly.
So, Ego Frog, Phil, Manacle,
Ego
God.
Phil.
Rude
any ideas?
face.
I mean, you said that you're going to do the multiplayer Mass Effect stuff with me.
And the single player Mass Effect on
Ego Manic
PS3.
Phil.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
said that's what you were going to do.
I did.
Yeah, well, you
Yes,
have to borrow
Ego
the card
Manical
from me when you plan on doing it.
No,
I mean,
Ego
other
Manic
than
Phil.
that, I can have videos of me
I'm not gonna remember
masturbating. Is that okay? Oh, wait, that's you porn, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's another.
That's Senya sucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we'll put them on inside the sending sucking videos.
We cater to every taste.
You know, I'm sure at one point
God,
you
I
guys,
love being
You can have our channels open in multiple tabs.
I'm sure at some point you guys are gonna have a montage of all the things I can or will or ever will spill in one video. So
Oh God, we need to start filming that.
I really thought he wasn't going to say spill. I really thought he was going to say suck. Because we're going back to episode 1. Phil is gay.
apparently I'm gay.
He just had that big black
episode
man.
every.
Ah, jeez. So I plan on doing a Let's Play, at least one Let's Play of XCOM Enemy Unknown. Because that is just one of my favorite games of all time. And I want you guys to enjoy it with me very much. As I get agitated as aliens gun down my horrible, completely ignorant rookies.
Should I have the bullshit button ready for you?
Yes, I will need the bullshit button.
That
I will be
was
playing it on
bullshit!
Classic.
Are you going to be playing on Classic and not Sage coming?
Yeah, I won't save scum. I promise I won't save scum. I
'Cause
won't
that's-
even save scum off screen.
Well, it would be kind of easy, or hard to hide if you did. Oh yeah, that guy died last time, didn't he? No, shut up.
Yeah, but it's easy to just easy to just make a save
All right,
before I
all right.
run a recording, and
You know
just
You know what
bullshit
make
it.
a
But I'm
really
not gonna.
good Let's Play? If you played a hardcore playthrough of Fallout 3.
Oh Lord, I'm so Fallout 3'd out though.
Well, if you
Yeah.
play a
I've played
hardcore
as much
version-
Fallout 3 as I have Mass Effect 3.
I was gonna say Fallout 3 just kind of after you played through it, it was just done. I couldn't play it again.
Actually, I discovered once you know where your character's father is on the map, if you just walk straight from the opening town without even going to Megaton, straight to there, you get all the experience for every quest you would have done that led up to that. And you just jump like 15 levels immediately. All you have to do is make sure you don't get murdered by rad scorpions on the way.
We might
As soon as you walk into the hidden building, it just goes wing and updates it with the quest for entering the pod.
We might also do a
It's ludicrous.
Let's Play of Borderlands 2, but that hasn't been completely decided.
I need to get another copy of Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth.
Oh my sweet God.
Yeah.
Screw
I need
that
to.
game. I could
It's
never,
good though.
ever,
Hard.
ever
but
get
it's
past the part
good.
where you have to run away from the townspeople trying to murder you.
Yeah, I know. I spent probably about a week and a half trying to do that.
Yep. After the 35th or
quitting
40th
multiple
time I tried it,
times.
I was like, that's it. I'm taking this back to Hollywood Video, and this game can go fuck itself.
A game where the first 6 hours of gameplay, you just run away from shit because you can't do anything.
It was interesting until then, and I'm sure it's interesting after that.
Oh yeah, once you get weapons, it becomes easier.
Sounds a lot like Outlast in the first 6 hours.
Except there's no weapons.
Yep. And Outlast, you're basically just a bitch.
Why would he even go in there? Why?
Because
At
he's
what
an
point?
idiot.
Yes, basically.
Because once you get to the point where the guy tells you you should leave, you could leave.
When I saw the first dead
Well,
body
but you
hanging
try
in the
and
room,
you don't let
and the
go.
guy's like, "Get out!" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get out. Peace out. I'm done."
Bye!
I would have taken that film footage and then proceeded to leave.
It would have been enough.
Went
I would've
straight to
said,
the cops
"Look
and
at the
went,
dead bodies.
look at this. This is a SWAT team, all dead.
Heads on a shelf. Somebody needs to go out there
Yeah, exactly.
with a lot of people.
Not me, because
I mean, to be
don't get paid
fair,
enough.
given the fact that the Wall Rider exists, they'd have probably all died. Again.
But it
didn't
would have
know
been you.
Eventually, they probably would have stopped sending in men and then just nuked it from orbit. And I'd have been okay with that.
It was in the middle of nowhere.
And Phil's Delta Green character was the one patrolling the halls.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him after he went crazy. You went nerds.
in the alternate timeline.
Tell you what, that
Tuba guy?
that actually fit together so well. I was startled.
I know.
Frumpy Tuba.
And that's what happened. That's
Who are
what.
you talking about?
The big fat guy wandering the halls.
The one with no face, skin,
Yeah.
who tries to murder you constantly?
Frumpy Tuba guy.
Huh.
The Frumpy Tuba music plays every time he comes out.
I guess that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, that was basically his character from Delta Green, and then the insane surgeon was what would have happened. It's not. It's like 45 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, the insane surgeon guy was what would have happened to my character if I had stayed alive and kept going crazier.
Yeah, Briggs was actually a surgeon who just kept getting crazier and crazier, doing more dumb and inane shit.
He had
Yeah,
fear
I
of
think
blood,
I
too.
think when I finally died,
And-
well, died. I didn't actually die, but I think my final count was like 25 sanity.
Yeah, and his character was an ex-marine, a gargantuan ex-marine who had probably a serious psychosis about surgeries and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of PTSD. Oh, I mean, it fit together perfectly.
Yeah.
So we watched Outlast assuming that it was a Delta Green operation, and it made it much more entertaining for us.
Yes.
By the by, Steve, Delta Green, excellent role-playing game. If you have a GM who enjoys ruining your life severely, or if you are a GM who enjoys ruining your players' lives severely, also animal porn.
That's not how most
What?
GMs start
You don't remember the
out.
tape?
That's just what they become.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh,
The Shapeshifter,
yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
and Laser Jesus.
We all remember Laser Jesus.
Yeah, Brad was talking about Laser Jesus in the last one, and how he was the only one to get to
Tyrexy.
see Laser Jesus.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Not anymore. No, other way. There you go. Nobody ever gets the guns back on the walls, right?
I do.
Except Sam, the man with no voice.
No.
Further down.
Keep pushing it down. Other
No,
way.
other way. There you go. Now push it back. There you go. Perfect. Always got to be firing off the airsoft gun.
God,
Just
I'm looking
barely.
at this bottle of wine like a punishment now.
It
As
was
I opened
$1.
It's gotta go.
No. It was 21 cents.
That's
True.
Wow.
Look, if you were eating fish, it would go pretty well with it.
No.
I don't think so.
Sake would go well
Yeah, hey,
with fish.
Frog Boy,
Sake
you
would
haven't,
Oh,
go well
fish.
with
You
haven't touched yours.
anything.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Only
You opened
good
it.
wine. Rice wine.
Oh, so good.
Anyway. We're just watching him
Chug,
drain this
chug,
wine.
chug, chug, chug. All right, I'm tired of saying
Stop.
chug.
Yeah, that's awful.
There.
My tongue is
That
rebelling.
went down a whole inch.
No, his was still at the top.
It's not easy to swallow.
He
Okay?
only.
That's what they keep telling me, but I'm like, no, here, just let me cover your mouth.
It's like
Oh, look at that, it's the angry dragon.
You're just awful.
The angry. I don't know.
Don't egg the dragon.
The angry dragon is. I'm not gonna
No,
explain.
No, I get the
let that
Once you
slide.
go Travis, you lose your tonsils.
It's just the image you gotta.
No, yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not? I already explained a chili dog at some point, didn't I?
Yes, you were pretty shit.
You explained what you were going to
Was
do.
that-
You
was that
explained
in the
that
one
you
that didn't air?
left the recipe for
You know,
it.
it might have
I
been in
think
the one
so.
that didn't air. It's hard
Yeah.
to say. We have a lost episode in which we said a lot of things we probably shouldn't have said, and I've since deleted it, and no one will ever hear it. So screw you, Steve. You're not going to listen to that one.
That's why this is episode 5. And yet,
You see, it just ruined it. You know, Steve could have spent like years trying to find episode 3, and he never would have. Where is it? I can't find it. Why did they skip it? No, now you just ruined it for him.
It's out there somewhere, Steve. It really is. I uploaded it to the deep interwebs.
You should put it on some random Japanese blog.
Or the Shadowlands BBS.
The thing, if he does that eventually, William and the rest of us will all be famous in like, some province in Japan.
Providence.
we'd
They
have
love
a cult,
me in
a cult
Ningpo.
following.
Like,
It'd be like a
Mr.
gold-
Sparkle, Homer Simpson.
They'll be-
It'd
Mr.
be
Sparkle.
like
They
old
cutting over
Korean
their-
films being popular here.
They'll be cutting open their stomachs to look for smiley faces instead of clocks.
That's what I was going to say. It'd be like old Korean films here being really popular. Will be really popular over in Korea or Japan or something, and they'll just be like, And anyone that goes there will be like, oh, do you know who they are? No. Who the hell are they?
And why do I care? Listen to this.
The only entertainment we get here is Magnum PI and these guys. I'm sorry for anybody who actually lives over there and is in a rice paddy and for some reason has a computer and is listening. We love you, Steve, from Korea.
Or wherever you may be, really.
Steve.
Well, yeah, but we don't know where.
Steve.
We love Steve from around the world.
Steve.
All the Steves.
So wait, I'm confused. Is Steve one person
Yes.
or all people?
Yes.
All people named Steve, at least.
Ah, okay.
I'm sure that covers at least a 3%
Steve
of the population.
just is.
3% of the population sounds about right for our popularity base once we actually get going.
You're giving us way too much credit.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna have a popularity base.
Okay. Okay. Facebook.
See, that's the fetus talk.
The fetus talk?
Defeated.
Oh!
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Fetus talk.
Fetus
like
talk.
Like my Dragon Ball Z character.
the
Brought
next
to you by
video
the Easy
series.
Gamers. God. That does sound like a good video game. Or a talk show, an actual talk show where we dress up like fetuses.
I played a game with Nazi zombie fetuses.
I was a fetus in several DBZ games.
Oh yeah. You actually were. And once you were a robot.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan fetus?
No, I was a robot fetus.
Who continuously got punched in his
A
jaw.
robot
Yeah,
fetus.
by me. A
No, that was
lot.
my Super Saiyan. But
It didn't matter what you were.
Nope.
You
Anytime
got
I tried
punched
to-
in the crotch.
anytime I tried to roundhouse kick you.
Yeah. Botch! Okay, my turn. Well, I see like 13 10s.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. So I'm looking forward to Death Watch. How
Wait,
about you guys?
real quick. Moment of warning for Steve. Never apply logic to the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Oh
It
god, no.
ruins the game.
It all falls apart.
We made that mistake role-playing that a couple of times, and they just kind of took over the universe, like, almost immediately.
You also can't apply logic to any Pokemon.
Matter of fact, they
Really,
blew
you
up
make your
Frieza in half the
character and then
galaxy.
you're just God.
Yeah. And frankly, the official system they came out with was retarded. I'm sorry.
I liked our homebrew games.
Yes.
They were awful, but they were good.
Possibly the most fun we've ever had in a game other than Rogue Trader.
I was going to say, really, you can say that about a lot of our games.
I know.
Awful but good.
SFO, we had a lot of fun with Strike
Yeah, but
Force.
those
Oh
were
my
very specifically
God.
awful but good.
Strike Force Zero.
I was never part of those.
Tired of Strike Force Zero. I don't even want to think about Strike Force Zero.
Google Gadget.
What
Plus
about
game.
when they merged with the IRS and became the IRSFO?
I think we ended that because then they took over the universe.
Via time travel.
And Spider Mines.
Mostly spider mines. When you can shunt spider mines through time and space, that's it. You pretty much won. That's with a little note. You know, it's basically just an amount for back taxes, and then a warning that this will explode if not paid. And it just walks in the door. Hi, little guy. What are you doing? Oh God. I'm not paying. The guy next door does pay. See how this works.
Acceptable losses.
I wouldn't mind playing a White Wolf game again. It's been forever, and I just like the system.
Werewolf.
Um,
I've been wanting to run a werewolf game forever. I started to run a werewolf game, and then it just fizzled after the first one. Because,
Well, I played two.
It wasn't the
One.
right mix.
one.
No, we only have one game.
Yeah, very specifically.
Yeah.
Only one game.
We talked about it for a while, but then we actually played once.
Yeah. I wasn't a big
And
fan.
then nobody wanted to play again.
I'd be willing to run either an Aberrant or an Exalted game.
I'm just going to ruin it.
William,
I'm not even going to ruin it on friggin' purpose, and you know
William
that.
I
tried
know.
to steal
I'll just
my
actively
Aberrant
try and
idea.
ruin your life. It works out. That's how it goes. You go, I'm going to come up with this unbelievably unreasonable power and then use it. And you do. And then I go, okay, you're now the focus of all my anger in the game.
Well, that is not fair. The last character I
Yeah,
had
but
had
it makes
no
for good
unreasonable
gameplay, though.
power.
Now, see, at
Like,
the same
it
time,
ended up developing some weird love story with you and this one weird shapeshifter chick that I just intended for her to fuck with your life, and then it kind of developed into that whole thing, and it was awesome.
What?
That was your bouncy guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Your girlfriend who wasn't your girlfriend.
The
It was
one
a
DJ
shapeshifter
made
that
me
took over.
kill, and I lost
Yep.
my shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was gonna say, in fairness, now he would actually have help.
That made a
Because
decent
I remember
game.
the one game that me, well, yeah, Phil will be there too. But I mean, well, I was
No,
gonna say,
it's
talking
the
about Nick.
Gamma World
Yeah,
game?
from the Gamma World game, when we just
Oh,
wrecked
man.
the world that Nick tried to build. He tried so hard.
Nick did try so hard, but Sam and I both had engineering and science. And when you're in a post-apocalyptic world with a robot and a lightning man who both know engineering and science, you've just screwed the pooch.
There's something else I'm thinking about trying. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, my character wasn't even important then.
I
Sorry.
gotta say. He gave me teleportation.
Yeah.
And then got uppity when I abused it.
Well, you forgot about it for most of the game.
Half the game. Then when we got trapped underground and he was about to make us fight like 30 giant rats, I went, there has to be a way out. Wait, I have
No,
teleportation.
no. I said, wait a minute. What about your teleportation power? And you said, oh yeah.
And when I realized that suddenly I could transport everything within a 5-meter radius of me, as long as I made a roll, that was when it became ridiculous. Because then all of us could move around in a cloud
Oh,
of transport.
That wasn't even it. You didn't have to roll. You only had to roll to overclock it
Oh, that's right.
and transport a quarter-mile worth of stuff.
Oh, that's
a
right. It
mile.
automatically moved us together, didn't it?
Yeah.
So you bamfed upstairs, got the team that was keeping us downstairs,
Oh, that's right. I grabbed the leader and...
stuck them downstairs, and then they got attacked by the giant rats, and then we left.
And then that was the end of the game at that point. It was ridiculous
Yeah.
before that because we stripped every piece of plating and wire out of every single thing
Every
we found.
bit of
And
metal.
we made our tiny hover car into a massive overpowered hover tank.
Pimp Daddy
Actually-
Willie T took every sign that he could find just because Nick said you can't.
I believe the last Lord of the Rings game I ran was about the same way. When you killed a dragon and then spent 6 hours
skinny.
just
Liquefying.
6
No,
hours
no,
of
no.
real time,
No.
a month in game time.
No. It was,
Sitting in
it
this
was a
dragon,
week.
eating and stripping its
It
corpse.
was a week. It wasn't that long.
No, it was a month till we realized that the people who sent us there had probably already killed the hostages. And we rescinded a little bit and only spent a week mining its corpse for gold.
and magical ingredients and whatever else you thought could sell. Here, I'll take its kidneys. Why? Someone will want them.
We sieved its liver into juice.
No.
I remember.
We sieved its entire body of all of the blood
Well, we
and
cooked
bottled
and
it
ate
up.
its meat
That
for its
whole
power.
game, you
And cut
guys-
its body and skin into leather squares and rolled them up.
Yes! That whole game, you guys were just the worst people.
No.
Go to the bandit camp and
No.
the cook tries to leave.
No.
I'm not attacking you. I just
No.
want to leave.
You are
This
confused,
is only
sir.
a job.
I'm
just a cook. I shoot him. What?
And
I had a
Pimp Daddy
hammer. I
Willie,
hit him in the head.
Pimp Daddy Willie T took everything's junk, and by that I'm talking about privates, and their beggar panties.
Wait,
Yes.
no. Not in that game.
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
Yes.
You had a
In that
sack
game-
full of dongs.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do remember that. I did take their dongs.
Even the things that turned into goo after they died, you still took their dongs.
I just searched for the goo that looked most like a dog. Now, anyway, the point in that game, I cannot stress this enough, I was actually evil.
I
You
know.
guys realized it. Well, no, but that was the whole
No, the
point.
thing is, though, you were actually supposed to be evil. They were evil just because.
See, I've told you this before, I had this whole plan for my
Cook, what do I get? You get a pan. What's it give me? It gives you a +1 for cooking because it's a pan.
I have a +1
I have a
pan of
+1
cooking.
magical pan of cooking.
No,
It's not magical,
It's a
but it
pan.
gives me +1. Ergo, it is a +1 magical pan of cooking. This is how this works. These are the rules, Travis. But look, my character, okay, being evil, actually had a story I was planning on arcing. I figured you would just go ahead and feed into it because it was good.
Yeah,
I was
I would've
gonna
if I continued
sell
with
us
the game.
out. That was the whole point. I was actually going to sell us out to the forces of Sauron. In exchange for having my face
Sauron
remended.
never showed up in that game, though. I had the Witch King in there.
Then the him. Take your friggin' pick. The big bad guy. Because he would have. He knows betrayal.
Yeah.
And in exchange for one, my face, and B, her. And when she rejected me in the deep, dark cells of Sauron or the Witch King's prison,
Because
I would have
was
eventually realized the
completely
wrongness
pure.
of my ways, rescinded, and sacrificed myself so they could escape. It would have been epic. One of the best story arcs ever.
Never got that far.
I know, and I was so sad.
As it is, Carl and my character was still probably one of the best things that ever happened.
I don't know.
I loved it. You know what? I loved that character. I loved Carl.
I did like
was
Carl
awesome.
quite a bit. I liked him as a poofta, and I liked him when he got more manly because of the demon.
Yeah.
I don't like the way I
Oh,
ended
that
that
one.
one. But I hardly ever managed to end those things particularly well. I have a bad
You're
time
Stephen
getting to the
King.
ending.
It depends. Some of your games ended well, although they're more recent ones. In fairness, I haven't been around for the older ones.
The best ending that ever's come out of a William game is one where you surprise him. Like the...
I'll grant you.
I was going to
That's-
say,
yes.
We
the
take
jet
the
skis,
jet
I know.
skis! Yeah. There are jet
I think the
skis?
best,
Yes, they're on the map. Right there.
the
There's,
best game that ever came out of one of
there's
our
no
games
jet
was the Road
skis.
Trader game.
Sorry.
Yeah, the best game that came out of any of Williams games that I've been a part of was the Road Trader game.
But the Rogue Trader game never actually properly ended.
It would have
You
if
guys
we had
basically just disappeared.
that would have been a fine ending. Us coming back would have been a fine ending. It's that we tried to keep going after that.
Yeah.
If we had just left it and we came back and that's where we ended, it would have been a good ending.
Yeah.
We kept going and it kind of fizzled out.
Yeah. it
Well,
just
I had
fizzled
a
out.
good... I was going to say, I had a good plan for where that was going to go.
Right.
But the game itself, eventually, we had a short turn. That's why we took so much of a break from role-playing, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of things have been making us take breaks from role-playing.
Right.
Another thing I'd be willing to do, I like diceless games, but it's hard to find a system that works well with them. White Wolf, if you don't
it's
use-
hard to find